New video of a Ukrainian refugee's murder caught on camera. It is absolutely horrific. Trump is now seizing on this to push his nationwide crackdown.
I have to say, some of the replies to Musk, some of the comments around this story are baldly racist, stoking fear of African Americans because this man attacked a white woman. The open racism on sites like X today, it's eye-popping.
Ladies and gentlemen, in all honesty, I'm like, you know what? You finally covered the news that people are blaming you that you're not covering, but then you start talking about Trump again.
A Ukrainian woman was murdered by a homeless man, but some media isn't reporting it.
Well, they do report it if they can talk about Trump.
Of being silent when the killer is black and the victim is white, and loud when it's the opposite. On August 22nd, Irina Zarutska sat down on a bus in front of DeCarlos Brown. DeCarlos, for no apparent reason, stabbed her in the throat. This was cold-blooded murder. Irina was a white, blonde, Ukrainian refugee who fled the war. DeCarlos is a black, homeless, four-time felon who just left jail. I hate that I even need to mention their skin colors, but I do. Because if this had been a white man murdering a black woman, this would be nonstop national news. And yet, the New York Times hasn't reported on it. CNN hasn't reported on it. MSNBC hasn't reported on it. What do they all have in common? They're all on the left. This is clearly newsworthy. It touches multiple third rails: race, immigration, Ukraine war, homelessness, and crime.
I mean, from the screenshot that you can see right here, you can see a left-leaning article. They're only searching about George Floyd. Sure, they might not know this girl's name, but the point is, zero is wild.
So why aren't they reporting on it? Because there's a race-based double standard in the media. Now, make no mistake, right-wing media like Fox News and New York Post are biased too. And here's the thing, the media is overwhelmingly left-leaning. 30 to 60% of journalists are on the left. 5 to 7% are on the right. So we're all getting a skewed version of reality. One in which white on black crime is worthy of marching, but black on white crime isn't worth mentioning. Both are equally wrong. But we've been conditioned to see race first and principle second.
And if you don't believe me, cool. Let's go watch some biases on the right.
Now, why would that be? Why would one story demand 100 articles and another story 0 articles? And it's because the media is more interested in the all capitals story, the narrative, than the facts or the truth. Take a look at the difference here. I want to show you the actual truth when it comes to crime. The story is about race. Race. Take a look at the black on white crimes, 385,000 in 2023. The white on black crimes, just under 118,000. You see the comparative numerical difference. But now, here's what the media actually does. They did what our camera operator just began to do a moment ago. I'm going to step out of the way. I'm going to show you literally what the media does with the camera. They zoom in on this number. This number, devoid of context.
And then you have left-leaning articles saying, hey man, crime is going down, but the fact that you focus too much on this, you make it seem that it's going up. It's not as bad. And I think if you're that inconsistent with the messaging, maybe people want to call you out. Imagine something happening in your neighborhood and finally you want to say something about it. Oh my God, you're a MAGA influencer. No, you just want safety.
And it's swinging the pendulum from one irrational extreme to the other, from white people being elevated to white people being denigrated. Meanwhile, black-white race relations are worse than they were at the start of the century. But why should I, a black man, care? Because we all should. We're supposed to be ending racism, not flipping who gets to be racist. And if we don't correct this, many white people will become resentful.
I love the fact that he says that we don't have to play the game who has to be the racist. Just shine the light. Let's be honest. Let's be consistent. Vengadilo, remember to subscribe.
We can't keep doing this. In the face of evil, we must let go of racial preferences and focus on principles. All decent people must say, I don't care what color they are. A person murdering another person in cold blood is evil. All humans must say, I don't care who started it. A boy stabbing another unarmed boy at a track meet is wrong. All mature adults must say, I don't care how mistreated you feel. A woman calling a child a racial slur is disgusting. In a race war to the bottom, no one wins. The division shouldn't be black versus white. It should be wrong versus right.
Whenever I say this, most left-leaning people tell me that I'm oversimplifying it.
The media profits from us being divided.
And you know what's interesting? Somebody told me in the comment section, what about the video of Sade Robinson and Dakra Thompson? Supposedly this illegal migrant did something to this black lady and they were charging this guy. So I'm like, why didn't I cover this? Only for me to find out that actually Sade was deleted by this guy. And for the people that say I don't care about the white crime, he was arrested once. He never went to a mental health clinic. The black guy was arrested multiple times. Had documented mental health issues. There's a reason I would be more suspicious why he was arrested and released multiple times. But as you can see, ex-Justins were just Magla influencers. And now they're even saying because we have more surveillance, that's why it seems like crime is going up. The video is overly shared while statistically crime is going down. They don't report that this guy has been arrested so many times. You can clearly see the way the mayor is talking about this is as if she has more empathy for the man than the woman that is unalived. She even said we will never arrest our way out of the issues such as homelessness and mental health. But then again, you might keep people more safe if you take it more strictly and actually apply more investment in that direction so you can help people recover. Talking about that she's heartbroken that I've been thinking hard about what safety really looks like in our city. Well, it might be safe if you have enough security, when you don't defund the cops. And now the guy is gonna go competency evaluation by a judge orders, as if I'm going to trust that, especially when he did so many things like armed robbery, felony, breaking and entering, shoplifting, and supposedly we're not even sure if this is the judge that's going to treat this guy. But if you're also a second chance director, why would I trust you? Isn't that a conflict of interest? This reminds me of Daniel Penny. When you want to take action, you get arrested. No wonder nobody did anything maybe on that train. But at the same time, everybody knows Daniel Penny's names, or even George Floyd like showed you before. But Irina Zurutska, nobody knows anything. Wikipedia is deleting everything because hey, we're misrepresenting this stuff. I guess Wikipedia's left-leaning too. Axios covering this. Oh, what a gruesome video. Something really bad happened. And now MAGA influencers are using it to elevate that urban crime is high. I don't care if it's high or not. But don't tell me it's going down when something happened. Just tell me how you're going to address it. Better, with result, consistency.
Because there was a guy who was following me from car to car. New York City is not safe. It's not safe for women, okay?
The jail population of Rikers has increased since Eric Adams has come into office. We know that we can reduce that jail population to less than 4,000. I mean, Vital City had an article about a number of different proposals that could reduce it to 3,700.
Mayors like that are not going to help.
If you were the leader of New York City for a day, what would you change?
I would change that people not getting to have what they want, and if they don't have so much money, I would change that into that they could, because they need that money to buy.
That is what the mayor is going to support. What makes him get the vote? What makes him look good?
If city council legislation to abolish the NYPD gang database were to pass, would you support and sign that?
I have supported that proposal. It's one that I've supported because of the vast dragnet has meant the inclusion of New Yorkers on the basis of whether they go out late, photos they put on social media, so much of the facts of life of being a young New Yorker. And yet it then becomes a mark of suspicion. And it is a concern of mine that we do not live up to, of all people, Eric Adams's words in 2021, who said that New Yorkers need not choose between safety and justice. Mm-hmm. There's no question that we have to take gangs extremely seriously. And yet I find that a database that includes New Yorkers on such bases is one that doesn't actually do exactly.
So now you know all the tax money that you might be paying is not going to mental health to make sure the black people don't end up in prison. You're going to have a belly full but you have to be careful.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Buta fire na mi blonde, kush hash, purple skunk, criollo, colombici, jam jam, turloqueta, verdetta, welcome.